We'll start with the first question, which is how did you find out about Talents Tokyo in the first place?
I learned about Talents Tokyo, I think, through social media because the past years there were Filipino talents and I saw them posting about their selection and their experience in Talents Tokyo.
So were you working as a producer already back then when you found out about Talents Tokyo?
Yes, I was working as a producer back then, but I haven't produced a lot.
Mm. Were you already working on a feature?
Yes, I've done, I think, two features or three, and then I came with a feature project in Talents Tokyo.
So you already had experience, you probably had already had knowledge by the time you joined Talents, but what made you apply to Talents? Like what were you looking for when you applied to Talents?
Mhm. That time, I was looking for a lab for the project and also for myself.
Mm.
And I think Talents Tokyo does that. It's for me, what is more valuable in my experience in Talents Tokyo was the pitching workshop for several days that we all come together with our project in a very early stage and we develop it with the help of the mentors, with the feedback from our co-participants. And in the next 4 or 5 days, we see how these projects and pitches develop right in front of our very eyes.
What do you feel is unique about Talents Tokyo compared to other labs and workshop?
I think what's unique is the setup that we are like just 15 participants and the sessions are really intimate and we get to know each other better beyond our projects
Mhm.
and that connects us more plus the fact that we share the same stress over the public pitching so that we kind of help each other boost each other's confidence witnessing how each project grows so that by the end, by the public pitch, we are all cheering each other. That is for me the most unique part of Talents Tokyo compared to other labs or pitching workshops.
Would you consider like team building and communication, and we kind of mentioned about collectiveness to be a big part of filmmaking? And if so, could you elaborate a bit on that?
Mhm. Uh, for me, filmmaking is not just about the end product.
Mm.
It is also about the filmmaking or the journey in making that film.
Mhm.
And we all know that it takes a village to make a film. It's not just the department heads, it's not just the director, but a huge team working together for a specific output. And like what they said, producing is somehow being the the leader of this huge team and communication and trust and respect for each other's personality, cultural background, and principles are very important. So two years ago, I had a very big project shot in the Philippines with foreign crew.
Mhm.
And despite having a very long pre-production, of course, things would be very intense during production. And there would be cultural differences, language barrier, and some miscommunication. But that's the thing with being exposed to international workshops and film camps. You experience this at an early start, where you need to translate, when you need to understand each other and know the cultural background of each other, so that you know where the person is coming from, where the art and the vision and the intentions are coming from. So being exposed to these networking or these film camps kind of train me on how to deal with such, and especially if it's a heated situation, especially during the shoot, things would escalate quickly. So knowing how to handle that would definitely is a good addition to one's skill set.
So what was most memorable happening for you in Talents Tokyo? I know it was like 2014, so it's a while ago. It's 10 years ago. Wow.
Oh my gosh, 10 years ago. In reality, the most memorable thing that happened to me in Talents Tokyo was, it was on our last night. We're done with the public pitch, so everyone could relax. And we spent that night just in the lobby, just playing like games and talking to each other, like everyone. So uh it was the first time that we had nothing else to think about, no pitch, no homework, no meeting, and just, have fun and connect with each other. And these moments, seemingly outside of the professional circle, really brought us together.
Mm. Assuming that you experienced those in Talents, do you think that changed your career after joining in Talents? Do you think those like building networks, like that sense of community changed your career afterwards?
Mm. Uh, I won't say change, but like it gave me better understanding in how I want to make films.
Mm.
That it's not just within my country, getting talents within my country, but trying to collaborate with talents outside of the Philippines, outside the region, not because they are better,
Mm.
but because they they have, like, it can be a cultural and knowledge exchange
Mm.
that would of course benefit also talents from the Philippines, uh and like technical, other than technical skills, it's the background of these people that we get to expand
Mm.
our worldview. Stories should not just be made for our own country. It should resonate more so that we get a bigger market. It would, you know, tug the strings of the hearts of many people, because like that's why we make films, so that it's gonna be seen by more and more people, not just from our home country, but hopefully the rest of the world.
Noong umuusbong pa lang itong lungsod, nananahan na sa lupaing ito ang halimaw. Nagbabalat kayo't pumapatay ng tao. Tinawag na aswang. Ngunit ang mga kwento lang, mga dating panakot lang ng matatanda, nagkatotoo na yata. Gabi-gabi naglalantad ng dilim ng mga katawan, bulagtat na kataob sa lansangan.
Wag po, tas pinaril pa rin po nila.
Palutang-lutang ang kamatayan sa ilog at dagat.
Pag lumusan ka dyan, may ano ba naman dyan, may tao yung ilog na yan. Doon nyo lang wala yan, may tao yan. Hindi kaya doon sa may balon, huwag kayo pupunta ron, may umbila sa inyo.
Kapag sinasabi nilang may aswang, ang gusto talaga nilang sabihin ay matakot ka.
We'd like to hear about Mixed Masters.
Mhm.
So what do you think is like the best part about Mixed Masters?
What I really appreciate for the next master's program is it's a development fund. It enables filmmakers, directors, and producers to just focus on the development. It may be for research, for getting a script doctor, for funding their travel to a film lab, so that the project gets to be developed. Filmmakers to go on, develop your project to the best potential it can be before jumping to pre-production. What's also important is for producers like me coming from the region, it is very difficult to do European co-productions because of the economic imbalance. There is very little that we can access from Asia compared to them in Europe. And sometimes or all the time, it would tip the co-production balance only because they can get more, but the bulk of the work stays with us from the country of production. But having next masters as one of those that we can acquire or secure from our region makes us more confident that, okay, coming from my region, I have this, and this before doing that European co-production. It may not be a lot, but at least it is still one of those that we can put as a stamp of trust, as a stamp of approval for our project coming from the region.
If you have any message for future filmmakers.
Filmmaking can be a lonely job, can be a lonely place, but having connections, even if they're miles apart, would really help. Friends, filmmakers who share the same vision or values are very important to accompany you in this lonely journey. And I found some of those through Talents Tokyo. So if you're starting your film journey and would want to expand your network, I really recommend joining Talents Tokyo.
Great, thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.